Well, we had some unusual circumstances tonight. I thought our guys played very, very hard, especially the defensive effort in the first half was terrific, and put ourselves in a position to be ahead. And I think it's always better to be out in front and people chasing you than having to chase the opponent. We made a lot of big plays, some big free throws. Matt Cross made some key three-point shots. But overall, just a very good team effort. Isaiah Wong twisted his ankle. We can't lose another guy. He had 30 points, played a great game, and now he's in the training room. So we've got to, regroup. We were hoping we were going to have Cam Auguste and Earl Timberlake tonight, but we didn't. Cam is improving. He did practice yesterday, but the hamstring is just not quite strong enough to go as hard as he wants to go. Hopefully by Tuesday, we'll have him back. Earl has an abscess under his arm, so he's going to be on antibiotics for a few days, and hopefully that'll clear it up. And of course, Chris has had an MRI and probably going to revisit his treatments and try to figure out how to help his ankle improve, during this next week or two.
As a reminder, use the hand raise function. I'll be sure to call on you guys, and we'll get started off with the first question from Wyatt Kopelman.
Coach, Louisville obviously applied that full court pressure with about 2 minutes left. Just what was your message to the team in the huddle to avoid relinquishing points late in that game and potentially losing?
Yeah. We haven't practiced against a press because we just haven't had enough guys to simulate it. One of the very nice things yesterday is we actually had 10 guys for the first time, 10. And so we were able to do a lot of good preparation, and it certainly showed today. And then we lost Earl, and Dengak was limited in minutes. So we really had a very short bench, and but no matter what the circumstances, you got to compete. And I thought our guys competed very hard. Now we need a lot of rest before we go to Syracuse on Monday.
And our next question will come from Michelle Kaufman.
Hey, Coach, congratulations. Can you just talk a little bit more about Isaiah and the performance that he had tonight? I mean, he just was pretty spectacular all over the place. And even after twisting the ankle, he went in and got a dunk right away. Can you just talk about the way he played tonight?
Yeah, he's a terrific scorer. When he has the ball in his hands, he has a nose for the basket. He's a very good free throw shooter. He's a very good driver. We're starting to shoot a ton of threes, twice as many as we have in the past, trying to improve our three-point shooting. I don't know what we were from three today. Does anybody know? No.
8 of 20.
8 of 20.
So I take that every game, 40% from three. And Matt Cross's, the two critical ones were very late when Isaiah was being double teamed. We ran a little play, and Isaiah knew Matt should be open if his man tried to double team him.
Can I ask one follow-up about, can I ask a follow-up?
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Can you talk about Nassir Brooks in the first half? He had 10 rebounds. How important was that at the beginning of the game for you guys to dominate in the paint the way you did, and his defensive performance in particular?
Well, that was the whole key. That's why we held them to 21 points in the first half. They had some very good open looks from three, but they missed them. Normally when players are more comfortable driving the ball to the basket, if they miss a couple of perimeter shots, they just start attacking the rim. Well, Nas was there to clog the basket and get the rebounds. And all of those defensive stops led to us having a 12-point lead at the half.
Thank you.
Our next question will come from Steve Wine.
Jim, you guys have been banged around so much physically and also some deflating losses. How big is it to get this win to kind of buoy spirits and provide some momentum?
Well, Steve, actually, every game is so different and the way people defend. So tonight, we played against a team that played all man. Against Boston College, they played all zone. We're going to Syracuse, of course, they play a different zone, but it's all zone. And normally to defeat a zone, you got to make some threes. So we're trying to get better at making some threes. So if a guy is open, he can knock it down, and that will give us a good indication of whether or not we can score and allow our defense to do the rest. I think our defense has been pretty good against teams that don't shoot threes. We played Boston College. Not only did they zone, which we've been struggling with, they shoot a ton of threes. They shot 35 threes and made 18. We just can't stretch our defense out. You know, we played Carolina. They tried to pound it inside. We were pretty effective. Today, Louisville trying to get to the rim. NC State playing man-to-man. Didn't have to face the zone. So I think we're getting better against zone. But it's all going to come down to, can we make shots?